all Captain Underpants fans watching this video. I am Goji Medzilla in 1994, and I'm here reviewing the Captain Underpants, the first epic movie by DreamWorks. Now, yes, I should have reviewed this movie a while ago, but since I haven't really made a ton of videos on the movie... Wait a second? Yeah, I made all those reactions to the trailers and everything, so yeah, I'm wrong about that. So yeah, let's discuss about the movie's plot. So, warning, this will contain spoilers about the movie, so if you have not watched it, I would definitely suggest you watch the movie first before watching this video, because there are spoilers. So, let's dive in. So, the plot begins with George and Harold creating, well, let's say this. The plot is George and Harold explaining themselves as the story progresses. And when it's time for the invention convention, they are caught doing a little prank on Melvin where they mess up the Turbo Toilet 2000's programming and make toilet paper fly all over the place. Mr. Krupp did not like this at all. So, with that little stuffy turtle that apparently Harold really likes, he managed to get a videotape of the two boys in the act. So, Mr. Krupp wants them to be separated into two separate classes, but before they could do that, George found a hypno ring that was found in a box of frosted sugar doodles. Kind of sounds a little weird how I say it. Do I English? Yes, I do English. Anyways, they hypnotize Mr. Krupp. Mr. Krupp has doubts it'll work, but it ends up working. So once Mr. Krupp falls to the floor, Harold gets the little turtle stuffy from his shoe, which was strapped to his foot. And now that Mr. Krupp is under their control, they hypnotize. They make Mr. Krupp do a whole bunch of things, from chickens to monkeys, and then the moment that everyone has been waiting for in the theater, Captain Underpants. So Captain Underpants says that he is Captain Underpants when they say that, is it really him? And then he jumps out the window like a weirdo, and then runs out the entire thing, and gets run over by a car, and apparently hypnosis can get you superpowers, even, super durability. So, I guess next time I get hypnotized, I jump out the window, and then I'm gonna get run over by a car and not even care. So later in the story, I'm just doing a quick, plot synopsis or something. They go to Professor Poopy Pants, and there's, a final fight. And that's pretty much it. There's a little bit of spoilers, but that's all I'm gonna really tell you guys. I've seen the film already. It's an excellent film. But what will happen next? Find out to see the movie, maybe when it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray or something. Or you can watch it online. Well, anyways, that is the plot, and I don't have any issues with the plot. Professor Poopy Pants and the Turbo Toilet 2000 together is an awesome concept. The Turbo Toilet 2000's design at first, I just didn't really like the way that they did it. I didn't like the robot eyes, but when I discovered it was a giant robot that was controlled by Professor Poopy Pants, that issue just ran out the door. I did not have that issue anymore. So, yeah. Melvin I don't think he's referred to Melvin Sneedley. I don't think. It's just I don't know, kind of bad memory, but I still remember the rest of it. So my pros and cons. The pros are I like how they used a similar animation style as what you see in the artwork of the books. Like, if someone were to pull out a picture of the movie Captain Underpants standing next to the book version, it would look quite similar. And not to mention, their eyes are kind of the most amazing part, because I don't know why, but Dave Pilkey just drew lines for eyes. Well, they literally did that, made it like a little bit ovalish, and added like a little white sparkle in there. I don't know. And I like the artwork and animation design. I like the toilet jokes, I really do. And it made me laugh. Heck, it even made my parents laugh. Now for the cons. I don't really have any cons with this movie. If I extremely had to give this movie one con, at least just one little tiny con, that would be, actually no. No cons for this movie. This film has to be my favorite film so far. Not because it's Captain Underpants, but just because of its creativity. Like, if I didn't know Captain Underpants in the book series, I'm pretty sure I would still like it. Like, I would still consider it one of my favorites. And this is, so far, my favorite film of 2017. Not because it's Captain Underpants, just based on the books, but just because of its unique animation style and just unique in its own way. Like, tell me, do you see old bald guys running around in their underwears fighting crime followed by two boys? I don't think so. So it's unique in its own way. And heck, this is also the second DreamWorks movie this year in 2017. The Boss Baby was also released. And that movie was also pretty cool. But anyways, my big rating for this film would have to be a 4.9 out of 5. But since I don't really use 6, 7, 8, 9s and 4, 3, 2, and 1s, I just do 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, and so on till 5. I would give it a 5 because I actually have one little tiny gripe. And my one tiny gripe was that actually, scratch that. It's an entire 5. Like, I'm trying to find something wrong with the movie because we all have to find something that's wrong, but I did notice a few mistakes. I'll give it that. Because there's this scene where Captain Underpants is fighting a giant ape monster, that's what he calls it, and in the first shot when he says, "Stand down, you giant ape monster," you look to the right and there's no giant ape monster. And I noticed this when I reacted to the clip. Link in the description below. And I was wondering, because most of these clips are edited, because I saw the leaked footage online, but same thing, it didn't do it. It was an edited clip, but it didn't, I thought they were putting up the giant ape monster. But another mistake I had noticed, Captain Underpants, when he got eaten by the Turbo Toilet 2000, it said in the books and in the movie that all liquid, or at least water, makes Captain Underpants turn back into Mr. Krabs if it's poured on his head. And when he got eaten, I thought, oh no, Captain Underpants is gonna turn back into Mr. Krabs, but no, he's still back at Captain Underpants. And it even explains in the book that Captain Underpants, no matter what the liquid, as long as it's wet, then Captain Underpants will turn back into Mr. Krabs. And it's like that. The drool inside the Turbo Toilet 2000's mouth was wet. So, and yes, it was made from the lunch, Edith the lunch lady's lunch, cafeteria food, and Captain Underpants I thought was going to turn back into Mr. Krupp. But that was not the case, and that is my review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more Captain Underpants content, please like this video and also possibly subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Bye!